One of FPL's waviest conversations. Let's go!
Welcome to Beyond The Sidelines.
A man got mad.
Because you lot probably want to care about what this game is.
There's no Tottenham fans in the group, but the Arsenal fans smoke up Tottenham all the time.
Listen, I would have never have chosen that drink to be.
This is what I'm saying.
You are a madman.
You might see the soap being dropped, all sorts. Don't worry about it.
What?
Hey, wait. But you gotta give an answer, bro. Like,
yeah. So I'm attacking. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna attack him.
but speculate to accumulate. So we speculate.
Follow us and subscribe and share on all of our platforms.
All right, welcome to Beyond The Sidelines. This is the Game Week 38 preview. We're doing something different today still, different settings. But yeah, in the league, I'm calling Hendrix 10. Tell our friend, Els, chat to them.
El Ballers, El in the flesh. I'm the man with the plan. I've got a plan for this week. Craig, what you saying?
KSR, catch if you can. Trying to break into that top three. Let's see if it works. You know where to find us on our socials, people. Usually I say them, but by now you should know them, so I won't say them.
You don't know.
You don't know them. Do I? All right. It's on TikTok. It's Beyond The Sidelines pod. Same again on Instagram. On X is BTS pod, and on YouTube it is Beyond The Sidelines.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, man.
All right, so boys, should we go straight into the teams, yeah? Let's do it. Craig, you go first. What are you doing for Game Week 38?
So I have to look at how it went last time, and I guess I've got my bench boost. I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna not play my bench boost. The only thing is whether I make one change or whether I make two. If I take a hit or if I don't. And I'm looking at it now, and I probably won't take a hit because I want to maximize my points. So we'll see. But at the moment, bench boost is active. Or it will be active, and maybe one or two changes. Probably one. So we'll see.
Who might that be?
I'll tell you, it's out of a few players, but at the moment I have to look at my. I think my front three is fine. So that's Wissa, Wood, and Watkins. I don't need to change anywhere there. Midfield can be changed a bit. I've got a Wobie in there that I'm kind of thinking of skying. Or then I've also got my defenders, including my bench, that I need to look at as well. Mazwari probably could be coming out, so we'll see. See. Maybe Arsenal defender. Don't know yet. That's it.
Okay. I've got a tough decision this year.
Why? Why is it tough?
It's tough because I don't know what to do with Haaland. I brought him in to be a differential and triple captain him, and he hasn't done anything. So, deciding on whether to use him as freeing up more points, which means to make the most use of it, I'm going to have to do a few minuses, or whether to just stick with him and ride the team with a bench boost as well. Obviously, there's some favourable fixtures coming up. There's teams that really need to bring out a result. So you're looking at a couple of players that you want to stand out for you. And I'm just trying to, I'm in an R and where to go. But I'm at the position now where I definitely know I'm going to get rid of one of my City defenders. Doubled up, obviously, last week. That last goal really hurt. So I'm going to get rid of one of them and bring in most likely an Arsenal or Bournemouth defender. Get a clean sheet for the last game of the season, but the rest of it is just riding on whether I'm going to keep Haaland or not.
And captain choice, I guess, as well. Captain choice is a big one this week. That could be the difference.
You didn't say your captain choice.
Well, who was it?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. There's a few candidates. I'm not sure.
Who's your candidates? Help out the community, man.
There's a few candidates. It's like everybody. Everyone's probably got the usual suspects at this for this week. So you got Wood, you got Watkins, you got Wissa, you got Mbeumo. There's a few there. Everyone's got those players. You got Saka if you've got him.
Is your captain going to be one of them?
Who knows? You'll see. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. But I do. One thing I do know is that captain choice could make or break it this week. For 1 point you win, your mini league could be 1 point that you get ahead of someone and end up winning that 4 bills.
I don't like the term mini league for us, you know.
Why?
We're a big league, bro.
Yeah, this is a general term.
I hear it, but I might need to change the terminology on that one.
From mini league to what?
Big league. Premier League.
but to be fair, our mini league game isn't called mini league. It's called the Banner League.
Banner League. Yeah.
That's true.
My team, I don't even need to look at my team. I know off by heart, and I'm just paying as well. So,
Yes, I know by heart. It's just pain.
it's just
Hey, you're paid.
the 2 pain points for me is Beto, captain him against Southampton. I'm sorry, but you should have been able to at least contribute something. Missed all his chances, did nothing. 4 points on a captaincy return. Luckily, every other captain bombed.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah.
So Beto's an issue now. I should keep him in my team, but I'm so angry. I want him out, and I'm not gonna lie. That's a decision out of emotion. Community, don't do that. But
I think who's Everton playing?
Newcastle away at Newcastle as well. That could be a clean sheet for Newcastle.
Most
So,
likely.
I was vexed with Beto, and then someone else had to get me vexed. Isak, why are you getting injured, bro? What's the physio?
Yeah, 'cause I don't think it said that he was injured before the game, did it? Or was it?
No, it said it was a doubt.
Was it a doubt?
I think it was a doubt.
I'm not sure if it was
I'm not
until
sure.
right
That seemed
before
like it was. It's
because it was a longer weekend, right? So I feel like that game was a late. It wasn't an early game.
You're right. Yeah, you're
So
right.
I think he wasn't. It didn't say that, and then all of a sudden he was injured like a day before.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are saying, he just don't want to play. He's just trying to keep himself fit for whoever's going to buy him. He ain't risking it.
Yeah, that's all mad. That's mad.
So he's ruined my plans now because that potentially is another transfer. So my strikers are messing up. I need to bring in Trossard and Raya. Although I like the idea of Bowen against Leicester.
Well, Bowen is the most transferred in player this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? So bench boost, I'm chipping. I'm not chipless. I'm amongst the man them that have got chips. And that's it.
Wait. Everyone got bench boost.
Apart from Pilot.
Sorry, Pilot.
Yeah, Pilot. Sorry, bro. Our camera's there. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry, Pilot.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
So that's my team, man. Raya, Trossard, and potentially be forced to do another striker, investment 8. But I'm gonna need to get them returns.
Yeah.
Would it hurt you more if Beto does something against Newcastle?
Yeah. Because why not Southampton but Newcastle? Yeah. And it's a must-win game for Newcastle.
Yeah, Everton don't need nothing from this game.
Yeah.
They don't need nothing from this game. But I clocked it. It's like, if you look at it with the -8 or investment 8 thing, you need to be getting, each of those players need to be getting at least sub 6 points each or something.
Yeah.
They can't be getting, even 4 is not.
Yeah, you just break even. There's been no benefit.
Yeah.
No benefit, really.
And the players who want to take out have to blank, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even factor that. 'Cause you also need to factor that. Otherwise,
You lost out.
Yeah. That's.
Am I the only one without Salah? Because I skied him like 2 weeks ago.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I skied Salah.
I mean, no,
Yeah, I think you might be the only one in the
you
league.
think about it and you're like, ooh, that was that. What's he done?
No, he's partying, bro. He's got the record now, innit? Or does he need more?
No, doesn't need one more.
I think he needs one more.
So yeah, I'm alright.
But then he's needed one more for the last 2 games.
he ain't done
He's
that.
like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think you're the only one in the league.
So and the whole point of that is because I knew bench boost was coming. Let me free up the funds for 15 players.
You brought in 2 Chelsea guys as well.
No, I had them in.
Oh,
I just not.
He's been
I'll tell you one thing. Cucurella is your guy. He needs to be like, end of the season, if we talk about, we should do this as well. We'll talk about our player of the season, our own player of the seasons.
Our team,
Our team of the season, but our player.
In our team, our team.
Our player of the season in our team. So I think you can even look at who, because week to week you get those updates in the email, and it shows you who your standout player was that week. So maybe we can go back and just look who our most performed, but who do we think we've had maybe the most weeks?
Yeah.
And your guy definitely has to be Cucurella's.
At least 45 points. He's got at least 3 goals for me.
Ridiculous.
At least. Yeah.
Like, and
Save him.
no one else.
As differential.
I think, but I think they've had him through not as consistent as Curry.
Who? I don't remember anyone really having some.
David's he's had Colwell a lot,
Yeah.
but not
It's not the
Cucurella.
same though, is it?
One of them didn't Albie have him for a little bit?
Nah,
Someone had him when they did that big rise up towards the higher up in the league.
I ain't got no yellow or red cards. Otherwise, that would have been a yellow.
I said yellow.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So next topic.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
We do what we gotta do. We gotta do.
Nah, but what I want to hear, what I want to hear from you guys now is obviously it's the last game of the season. Who's your differential captains? How are you finishing up
Oh,
when your differential captains?
differential captains. We're doing differential.
Yeah, we'll do
differential
fixtures after.
captains.
We'll do fixtures.
What's your? I mean, I know who I've got.
Who's got first pick?
He has. Hey, why is he trying to get
Go on.
I just want to know if you had decided.
No, he was
I'm gonna go with inform, been consistent, playing a team that's been relegated. They're not doing great themselves, but he's in form.
Go on. Bowen, I usually say Bowen. That's a good shout. By the way, there's 13 points difference between you two.
13.
Yeah.
So as long as Bowen does something, unless if your one does a mazzo,
Nah, I got a question. If Els doesn't come first in differential captain, has he bottled it?
100. Okay, wait, no, wait. Because I had a lot of weeks where I was messing around, but I would still say those messing arounds cost you so much. You bottled it.
Yeah.
Thinking you were so ahead,
Yeah.
and you had the opportunity to do it. I'd say I bottled it.
You got complacent. That's the definition of
I
complacency.
wouldn't just say I got complacent. I was actively trying things. Bro, I kept in Mikalenko running.
Yeah. So
Like, I was messing around.
you did the gamble,
Yeah.
like you did for the league.
The gamble, nah. Nah, definitely not. The differentials, I was messing around because it was such an elite. The league was a big risk and a big gamble that would have either made me win the league or cost me the league.
I've noticed something about you this season. When you're doing really well, it's not like you take bigger risks, you take crazy risks.
Yeah.
I think you got a problem. I think you got a gambling problem.
Yeah, I think you might do. Like, I already knew that he did.
Do you know what it is?
Because that's
When
what
he's
leagues, isn't
up,
it?
yeah.
No, but do you know what? It could be because I've offset my gambling ways and I ain't replaced it with anything. But maybe FPL now
There's nothing to- there's nothing-
is my outlet now.
Yeah. There was a point. There was a little
Yeah.
point. You feel
It's like,
still.
I ain't going casino no more. I ain't gambling like that.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Well, some people go gym. What do I do?
Man, that's to get wild.
Gamble on FPL.
Man, that's
I hear it.
Every week's a wild week now.
I hear it.
For my pick, I tell you, I was very close to picking Saka. But I'm gonna go with an informed player that I think can get me the points to beat Els. And you're not gonna believe this, but I'm gonna go Johan Whistle against Wolves. I'm gonna go Whistle because I think that Whistle can get goals. And I know Mbeumo is a shout as well. He's on pens, whatever. But I think Whistle can get 1 or 2 goals, and that will push me past him. I was looking at defender. I was also thinking a keeper, but those won't push me past him.
I was
That's at 6
contemplating
points.
about a defender as well, just to guarantee.
Not enough, but it's not
But do you know
enough.
what it is as well? Last game of the season, we know it can be goals galore.
Yeah.
It can be, yeah.
And that's what made me think, do you know what, let me know. I've done enough risks.
Goals galore. I'm thinking Wolves. I'm thinking Brentford. Them 2 up front.
It's a decent shot.
Whistle can get 2 goals.
So I thought you guys were gonna back Villa again. Because you did Watkins and Rodgers last week against Tottenham. Now they're playing Man
I've had
United.
enough pain
Yeah.
From what?
with United. I just didn't want to back someone who's going to finish off the season with pain.
I hear it. What about you?
Yeah, same. I'm not going to do that. And also, I don't think that I feel like the last game of the season, they're going to try really hard not to.
Villa need to win.
I know,
Villa
but I feel like United are really going to try hard. They've been, bro, they're like, they got nothing left. So they have to like, it's their last home game as well.
Yeah.
I feel like they're really going to try to, especially the players that are probably going to be leaving soon.
Yeah.
They need to decide. Even they want to get bought or they want to prove something.
But also, recently, to be fair to United, they haven't been as bad.
They haven't conceded a lot of goals.
That's true. It's just
Chelsea 1-0.
They've conceded 1, 2, 1 here, 1. It's not really. That's not really been their problem.
I don't think Villa will go out and be like, damn, 3-4-0.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
That's you see, Amrin, he's made United hard to beat.
Solid, yeah. A bit
You're
more
hard
solid.
to beat,
It's
but
not scoring.
you're just not over the line. It's the 1-0s that's
I wouldn't
killing
go
you.
as far as saying he's made us hard to beat.
1-0s, man. That's not easy.
No, but recently.
I feel like they're not doing a lot going forward at all.
What's your results?
Just
then?
shit.
Chelsea was 1-0.
Chelsea was 1-0.
Who played for Chelsea?
Good question. Who did we play?
Even Tottenham was 1-0 in the final.
Yeah, 1-0. Well, we lost 2-0 against West Ham.
Oh yeah.
4-1 against Bilbao. There was a 4-3 against Brentford, but that was a wild game. That was that was.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I said, just recently.
All the other games
That's
before
not enough to say he's
it's
turned
like
around.
1-1, 1-0. Yeah, it's not loads of goals that we're shipping and conceding.
Like I think Villa know as well. They can get 1-2 goals.
United.
No, we're not gonna come back.
Yeah. For Villa, it's not even about. Well, it might be about goal difference actually, because they're level on points with Newcastle.
I hear that, but do you know what? Before we continue, who's your captain? Before we
Sorry,
start
boys.
reeling and giving ideas. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a
So
second.
I was gonna go for Trossard,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
but
As you're bringing him in,
Arsenal typically do well at the end of the season. Last game of the season, when the pressure's off, we've bottled everything. We typically do well.
Let's say we guaranteed the second. So,
That's it. We've done the whole thing. There's actually no pressure, so now we can play football.
So I was gonna go for Trossard. Now Southampton's gonna do low block, whatever.
Yeah.
But I might go for Saka.
do you know what though? Don't you think Arteta would have found a way around teams doing low block? Because so many teams have figured that out and done that against Arsenal. So
whole season.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So don't you think he's said, oh wait, they're doing low block, let's do this.
That's what's frustrating, but with Arsenal, I just think he hasn't got the players that in his mind that he wants to do what he thinks a solution.
I know what that feels like.
Do you?
Yeah, we have a manager who wants to do something, but he doesn't have the he don't have the players to do what he.
You know, I think tomorrow's game is going to be very similar to the City game.
What City game?
The Southampton City game.
Oh, you think it'll be a 0-0?
No, as in it will be like, they'll start that way. That's what they want to do against Arsenal. Arsenal will play like City do, because Pep is Arteta's friggin' whatever, and they'll play like that, and they'll try and play intricate little passes, but I don't think it should be like that. And I think maybe later in the game it might open up, and then that's when Arsenal get a few goals.
Yeah.
But I think if he starts that way, they'll just do what they did against City.
Yeah,
You guys will overplay it. He'll go out for go out for goal kicks, go out for throw-ins. You guys will try, get blocks and whatever. Like I can't. Like there's obviously you gotta find a way to make them obviously come out. Maybe just lull them to a full test of security, make them come out of their defense, out of the low block, and start pressing you guys.
Yeah.
And then that's when you can play against them. Otherwise, they're just gonna sit. They will sit.
I would like Arsenal to play like Fergie and Marinos. Remember when United was a counter-attacking team?
Yeah.
I think maybe, I don't know how he does that, but forget this new way of playing, man. Just sit back because it's not working, bro. Just let them come onto us.
Just
The thing is, you've got players to play counter-attacking football as well.
Yeah.
Just pretend like you guys are shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what some teams do.
Mind games.
I think a few teams in the Premier have been doing that.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Newcastle, not really Brighton so much.
Even Fulham certain games, I've seen them do that.
They let teams come onto them. They start putting on pressure. They might miss a few chances because they're overplaying.
Yeah.
And that's when they attack. They counter, and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How did Bournemouth just score that?
Yeah.
Because they found a way to do it. I prefer that way of playing, to be honest. I really do.
Yeah.
Liverpool do that.
Yeah, they do.
Liverpool do that. And
bang.
kill you. Done.
Yes.
Kill you.
They did against
One,
us.
2,
They did
3,
against us.
all done. The game
Those
done.
2 goals that they scored, it was crazy.
They let you guys
one
press.
mistake, one missed pass, bang, punishment.
And then what they've done is they've practiced on how quick they can transition.
Yeah.
They're practiced on it going
my
quick.
days.
They're like, as soon as we get that ball, we attack. We don't try and build it up. We don't try and play around.
It's full on sprint.
We just go.
You know Diaz and Gakpo, when Salah's, them man are like,
They're out.
boom.
They're out.
Camera don't show
Where's the
it.
trigger? Where's the trigger?
Yeah.
Now we got it. Bam.
Bam,
No, don't play around with it. Don't do all of that. Let them think we're just whatever. Even if you want, you know what?
It's like a switch when they do it.
Yeah.
I'd go as bad to say that sometimes they even say, don't lose the ball, but like play
Risky.
risky passes. I would go as far to say Liverpool do that. You know, I would go as far to say, all right, Van Dijk, if you're gonna play it to Konate, wrap it in fast. Konate, try obviously do what you can, but obviously face this way. Let them put you under pressure. Let them get you into a corner, like it looks like you're going to a corner, and then sit out, guys. Diaz, Salah, you man, sit out in the way, and then as soon as we get the trigger, you know what the trigger is? Bam, 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 bam.
You know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, managers tell their players where to face when they're getting the ball.
Yeah. That's what I'm
The
saying.
level of detail.
They're probably like, all right,
Because it makes it can make the biggest difference.
Yes, it makes
It's probably like, it's coming now. It's coming. Let's go.
And
I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they're doing it.
Yeah, all right, cool. So that's differential captains, yeah? Locked in. So we'll get pilots after.
Yeah.
All right,
So
fixtures.
who do it?
I went with Saka in the end.
Starboy.
Let's see if I regret not doing Trossard.
When we're looking at
Fixtures, yeah? We'll go in order of Craig, Els and me. Get the fixtures on the fantasy app, not Flashball. Alright, so Bournemouth, Leicester, Craig, go.
I'm gonna go with a no captain for Leicester. Bournemouth win 2-0.
They loaded up here. What's next? Fulham City. I'm gonna say 2-1 to City.
Ipswich, West Ham. I'm going for 3-0 West Ham.
Wow. Liverpool Palace. I think that Liverpool end the season on a win. I'm saying 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool.
United versus Villa. I'm gonna go with 2-0 Villa. Humphrey.
Newcastle, Everton.
Oh, I'm glad you got that one.
I'm going 1-0. Beto silent.
1-0
Newcastle. Yeah.
Forest, Chelsea. I think I've got the most exciting game of the week. This could be anything. I reckon 2-1 to the team that's probably going to finish in the spot that they want to. I'm going to go Nottingham Forest 2-1.
I would love that.
I'm going Nottingham Forest 2-1.
I would love that.
I'm going to go Forest 2-1. They've even banned Gary Neville from doing commentary because the chairman thinks that the game is he doesn't want it to be jinxed or anything.
Oh yeah, he said he got back to the stadium,
he don't want him coming to the stadium.
That's insane.
So someone else has
Because
done
he doesn't want the energy, bad energy. He wants to win. He's going to be
I
on the
hear
pitch
it.
again.
You man are the same though.
He's going to be on the pitch
You
again.
man are the same, you know.
What, bro?
You man are like that.
Like what?
Like if you like got a bet, yeah, you don't even want to speak about it. So
No one's signing up. No, yeah. Until it's done.
yeah, until it's done.
Can't do it, man.
It's true though.
Alright, go on.
Southampton, Arsenal. I'm gonna go with a clean sheet for Arsenal, but I think they're gonna find it difficult to break the low box. I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal.
1. Wow.
That's reasonable. And it's away as well. Shit. Spurs and Brighton. I'm gonna go Brighton. 2-1.
What did you say?
Tottenham.
What?
Oh, I thought you said something about trophy. Sorry.
Spurs. Yeah. 2-1 Brighton. 2-1 Brighton.
Alright, and then I've got this game. This is actually a good game as well because I spoke about this a bit before. Wolves against Brentford. I think Brentford go ham. Last game of the season. I think Wissa and Mbeumo want to get signed up, especially Mbeumo. I think that they both score. I'll say 3-0 3-1 to Brentford.
Cunha, goodbye.
Cunha, goodbye. 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Brentford.
Cool. Chelsea Forest, biggest game. Winner guaranteed. Champions League Martinez.
Massive.
So you're going for Forest?
I'm going Forest. Because of the atmosphere, because of I just feel like Chris Wood will score, not because I have him in my team. I feel like it just feels like that sort of game. It's going to be, they're going to have everything trying to go for them. They're going to probably make the dressing room smell bad. The showers not work. They're going to have it.
Mate, they're already saying presenters ain't coming.
Coming to the game.
They want all the stuff to
the
align.
Midland teams are about mind games. The Midland teams, they really do take that stuff serious, especially in the northern teams in general. But them teams in the Midlands, they take like all of that. They might even do like traffic jam, so that man get late to the stadium.
Yeah.
So they're not prepared for game. They'll do all of that.
So you're saying Forest or Chelsea?
I'm going with Forest just because they have the advantage. I think they're going to be a little bit more defensively capable of handling Chelsea's attack. So I think even if they go out and get the first early goal, I think they'll withstand what Chelsea have to offer.
Remember, Chelsea don't have Nico Jackson either. I think he's still suspended.
Not that it makes a difference. All my days.
They don't have a straight gunman striker.
Barbershop conversation, yeah, but I need a first striker. Let me think. Let me go Jackson, right? All right. We've done this before, yeah, but this is a chat at my barbershop. What's it? Bench sell what? Play, is it?
No, so keep bench sell.
Keep bench sell, yeah? Hoyland, Nunes and Jackson. Start bench sell.
Who's the strikers again?
Hoyland, Nunes and Jackson.
I'm selling Hoyland.
Mess.
You're selling Hoyland.
A lot of them.
You keep Nunes, so you keep Lashley.
I'm selling Hoyland because even with Nunes, I've told you that before. The thing with Nunes is, I appreciate the fact he tries.
You know what I'm gonna do?
That's it. See Jackson, he has scored.
That's true.
I'm gonna bench Nunes and start Jackson.
And my mindset, I'm gonna go completely opposite to all of this. This is why I'm gonna mess with everything right now.
Yeah.
The whole script, rip it up.
Go on.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go start Nunes.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go bench Hoyland, and then I'm gonna go sell Jackson. You know why?
Why?
Because Jackson scored goals, and man can get money for the sell. Because you see Hoyland, you want to sell Hoyland, you're not getting no money for Hoyland. You're not getting nothing. So I'll keep Hoyland as the bench because he's not gonna play.
You're not getting money. You're not getting nothing.
No.
I get nothing from him. I get goals from him. I get assists from him. I get money. Let's go.
No, but that's why. That's why he can be on the bench.
Yeah.
He's on the bench. He's not infecting the team, and he also I can't sell him, so he'll be on the bench, and then I'll keep Nunes because I know Nunes can. He's not gonna. I can just play him, but I know I can get more money for Jackson than Nunes because I know Jackson's been scoring.
I don't think I've ever heard a start bench sell decision be based on transfer income.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
I say club economy is affecting this.
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
That's rough, though.
I think so bad.
I'm starting Nunes. He's got the history of Benfica.
What does that mean?
Something better than what the other two have. I'm trying to think.
Man said he's got history.
You know what? Jackson's face is annoying me.
Does he?
Because you know why?
His misses annoy me.
No,
Why am I not pro?
Jackson's face annoys me, and I'll tell you why. Because he gives the look like he looks at man and people in his team like he deserves stuff. He looks at people like he looks like he's like done something big in the game. Remember when he did that thing with the penalties? Do you remember the penalty that he was going to take? There was a penalty supposed to be taken. I think it was last season, not this season. He took away the ball. He's not the penalty taker.
Oh, took off Palmer.
Yes. He said, I'm taking it. And that man were pushing him. Madueke was, what are you doing? That man was like, what are you doing? Get the ball back. He's like, no. Foolish. How do you hold the ball?
Feeling it that
Yeah, bro. And then he walked off like annoyed and stuff. Bro, you are a fraud. What do you mean you're going to take the penalty? Obviously, they get the ball to Palmer anyway and he scored. Sulking, whinging.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what makes it worse. I look at him and he's a whinger. How can you win when you are bad like that?
I hear it. He has
Man elbowing man in the face for no reason. Did you see that?
I hear it.
Nah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. Nah.
Anyway,
Hey, sorry. Go on. I took a quick little comparison.
Wait, can I just
I'm
pause?
100% going with what I said.
why? What did you see
Raymond's
that?
got 4 goals, Jackson's got 10. Yeah, I can't. Like I said, Jackson started winning selling.
Breaking news. We have a new team in the Premier League. Breaking news. The newest team to the Premier League.
Oh,
They've just won their playoff today.
Yeah, go on.
Sheffield.
It's Sunderland. So we're going to have a Newcastle Sunderland derby next season.
And Joe Bellingham if he stays as well.
Which he probably will.
Because Jude never played Prem.
Sunderland are through. Sunderland are.
Joe in the Prem will be interesting, you know.
Yeah. Sunderland.
It'll be interesting to see if he is still a Sunderland player at the end of next season.
That'll be interesting.
Depending on how things go for him in the Prem.
Yeah. What do you not think should happen to Joe?
Nothing. Let me see how you perform in the Prem and I'll tell you off.
But performing the Prem with who? With Sunderland or with a bigger team?
Anyone.
Who? Anyone.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm
Joe
not going to
Bellingham.
judge him
What about
on what he
Harvey?
hasn't done
Yeah.
or what ifs.
Yeah.
You're in the Prem now.
Show us.
You play with Sunderland. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You can still be a star player for a team that get run through
That's true.
on a week by
That's true.
week
If
basis.
you're good enough. Yeah.
So if you do well at Sunderland, cool, let's talk.
What should Joe Bellingham do? Stay if he can or go to a bigger team?
Stay.
Stay
Well,
Sunderland.
yeah, well, I mean, when you get yeah, that's
That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, what do you think you think he should stay? I know a bit about what he's done in the champ. Prem's a different kettle of fish.
100%.
I'm trying to think, does another team get better having him in their midfield?
No, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
I think if you're not proving yourself in the Premier yet.
Yeah.
I think you want to stay with your team as well. You know you're going to start next season and play every game.
Yeah.
And I think you're young as well. I think why not? Like first season in the Prem, and who knows? You might end up staying in the league. Maybe they are obviously tipped to go. Everybody that comes up is usually tipped to go down anyway. But I'd say
Next season it might be different.
I think maybe not Man United now because we're going through transition, but him at say not an Arsenal, but like a Bournemouth or Fulham, where he's not starting every game, but he gets a chance to fight for his team, so he can get away. Because I think if he has a terrible season at Sunderland and it's not his fault, it's because they're shit, I don't think that does good for his career.
I think he's got to leave. I think he's got to stay and show to a team.
Show something.
But I think he'll be, obviously his brother will be in his ear as well and say, listen, I didn't really hop to too many Premier League teams.
Yeah.
I went straight Madrid.
Yeah.
More or less. Like I didn't really
Dortmund, but
but I didn't Premier League. He didn't really do that.
No.
They've got a different kind of they have a different kind of route. So he'll probably be like, all right, well maybe go abroad after one season at Sunderland if you stay in the Prem. After that, go think. And you know that probably Dortmund's in his ear already as well, as their brothers or whatever. And then after that,
To be fair, Real Madrid maybe can have an eye on him.
they are. Well, of course they're gonna have an eye
but
on
that's
me.
Like not obviously not as like, oh my gosh, we need to put the fact that you've got one brother here, they're definitely gonna look at him and just like,
Bro,
just
he
keep an
goes
eye.
there. He's gone to the club. He knows all the man. You don't think the brother? You don't think the brother knows all the?
he probably does, but it's about at the end of the day, where's him playing?
Yeah,
it'll be an interesting one, and that's crazy because being Jude's younger brother, and that much is putting that much pressure on you.
Yeah.
And Jude is still young, you know.
Yeah, 20. What did you say?
Jude is young. Jude's not even 22, I don't think.
Yeah, 21.
That's insane.
And wait, his brother's what?
Well, it must be 19, 20. You're young, you check it.
19?
We need to know now. He must be 19, 20. Is your signal good in there? Great.
I got this.
No. Donut 19.
19.
That's a decent age, and he's going to be 20 in September. So he finishes the season as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
You're a big man at 20.
In football now.
No, but look, I said it when Gravenberg got young player of the season. I said, he's 23 years old, he's a big man.
Yeah, that's young player of the season needs to be 21.
Yeah, that's gotta be that class. That I can agree with these days.
Yeah,
Back when I was younger, that's silly. But these days, when under 23 have their own league, and you can be playing under 23s for years.
So under 23s, the concept's a bit mad. At 22, 23, you've not broken into the first team. You're probably not going to do it.
That's what I mean. It's clear.
Yeah.
But there's certain men that'll have career in under 23s for like 3-4 years, and then be like, I'm going to cut now, and then they're not cutting to Premier League.
No, wait.
They might not even cut to Championship.
Yeah, it might be
League 1, League 2.
League 2, yeah.
And that's why I didn't like that. I preferred the old setup where it was you play reserves for the first team, you reserve, and then you first team, or you, unfortunately, you get released because you can't break into the first team.
Yeah.
Not you have a in-between league where you're playing under 23s. They did that, obviously. They want those players to play and maybe get that experience, but they're playing against other players that are at that level. They're never really going to play against the
They're not getting the experience they need to really blossom.
The reserve players back in the day used to play against play against Joe Cole, Lampard, these men that were injured coming back from injury and stuff.
So we've spoken about this before, What does England need to do to get more out of English players? So in Holland, their championship is like the reserve league for Ajax and PSV and all that.
Yeah.
Do you think a model like that in the championship where maybe the Premier League, well, no, not really, but you just have reserve teams or under 23s in the national football league system?
Yeah. I think
that'd be decent.
Yeah, because I think the way system football is going now, if you're like under 23 Arsenal, I don't think you're even walking into first team League One because unless you've got mad talent, the way they might be looking at you like you just don't fit in our system.
And you know what?
Your reputation don't mean nothing.
You know what? That under 23 Arsenal team isn't even. I wouldn't even look at it as like that's Arsenal.
Brentford won it. Another trophy Arsenal didn't get. Brentford won it.
That's crazy, by the way.
Brentford won the
They must have a good some good.
The future of Brentford is bright.
No, but the thing is, it's not because then I look at it like that 23 team isn't even. They're like a separate whole team anyway. Because that 23 team, Arsenal are taking 18-year-olds. They're taking 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
they're taking 16-year-olds.
We've lost. If you think about it, we lost. So we gave 2. United took 2.
Yeah.
Heaven and Obi.
They're not taking no one from the under 23s. Those 17 and 16-year-olds skip over either the first team and go to there, or they go over with.
Yeah, that's true.
The 23 guys, the guys in the 23s, they're not going nowhere.
Well, we've got though.
What are you doing?
We've got Max Dowman.
Oh, that guy.
What's wrong? What's wrong with Dowman?
Guy,
what's wrong?
I was just hearing about him all the time, but like he's like friggin'.
Well, he's shedding.
The best.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's like 18 or something.
He's shedding.
Was he doing as much as what your man is doing?
17 or something.
No.
He's not shelling.
No, he's shedding at the under 20 in the under 23 structure.
Arteta's
he's shedding in that.
Not in the age range, but in.
I'm sure he's.
Arteta's talking about him like he's like the next friggin'
Yamal.
Yeah, in England.
He's 15.
Oh, he's 15. Okay.
15.
That's a difference.
But
I don't think he plays under 23.
You see my man do that stuff, yeah? I'm like, and he's 15 years old, yeah?
Pressure.
Yeah, he's not playing under 23, he's playing under 18. So to be fair, if he was that good, I don't know if it's physicality why he's not under 23s.
Yeah.
But if he's that good, he'll be under 23.
Yeah, but to be fair, 15 years old, playing under 23 is like
that's insane.
The strength you need to be able to compete with under 23 years old.
Do you know what a lot of people don't understand? They don't understand the physical development chart. Like if you look at Waneri, he looks like a man.
Yeah.
Even your mouth.
Yeah.
They peak physical. Even
your mouth's tall as well. He's not small.
Yeah.
Rooney's like
Rooney peaked early, bro. So he could break through.
Yeah, Rooney was just he developed.
Early. Yeah, he's ready.
But it's never. Sometimes it's not a good thing early.
Yeah, I know. But there's some man that will be talented, but they physically develop at like 20, 21.
Yeah.
So,
No, we'll see about him because, as I said, you never know about players, especially calling it from a player that's 15. People can't even, people got all excited 4 or 5 years ago about Haaland saying he's going to be the best player ever in history, yeah? It ain't going to go like, because already
but he's hold on.
If you take out this season, his trajectory is exactly.
Bro, he's broken records.
No, but he's not ever though. We're not. The people say he's gonna be.
Okay,
Look, if you take out this season, everything he's
But why did that happen? He got injured. But my thing, he's got injured.
Okay,
Injuries are a thing.
That's true, but his trajectory, that prophecy can still come through. It's not
Do you think it will?
No, but it can.
I personally,
It's not. If he was playing like Sterling, we'll say it's done. But he's still on the trajectory. I bet else.
I think there'll be other players, especially now. This whole year, there's that gap has allowed other players to kind of step up. Yamal has come up this year as a player we weren't really. Rafinha, we weren't really watching him as like
Rafinha, but he's done late.
He's done, bro.
He's peaked late.
Rafinha ain't never going to be able to amount to any numbers where he could be down as the best ever.
Yeah.
How old is Haaland now? 24.
Nah, bro.
22.
He's not even. He's got to be younger than 23, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
100% he's less than 23.
Nah, man. I'm telling you, he's not.
He just scores like he's older.
He's 24.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but even at 24,
nah, he's 25 next year. Nah,
he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen. Haaland, listen. Haaland at 24 has had 6 seasons where he's got 20 plus league goals.
nah, but when
20 plus league goals.
but at that